I don't know if I should be offended. I don't know if I should care. Ever since I got married with my beautiful wife from Guadalajara, we don't drink Budweiser in this house, But apparently, no one is buying Budweiser no more, I think they came out with a tweet or a commercial or something that they are supporting. I don't know if it's gay or trans equality or inclusion and stuff like that. And the world went crazy. Well, Kid Rock went crazy. Kid Rock's world went. He's like, "Excuse me, what did you just say?" You know what I'm saying? So yeah, here's a video of Kid Rock going a little crazy.
Grandpa's feeling a little frisky today.
Frisky.
Let me say something to all you and be as clear
Yeah.
and concise as possible.
What are you doing with that gun? Oh, look at all that beer. No. What did that beer do to you? What did that beer do to you, Kid Rock?
Fuck Bud Light and fuck Anheuser-Busch. Have a terrific day.
Damn, bro. Damn, ever since Anheuser-Busch bought Budweiser, bro, they've been running it to the ground, bro. I remember when Anheuser-Busch bought Budweiser, and the taste was different. The taste was different, bro. Let's watch another video. Let's get a little more concise on this. What is going on? What is going on in the world of Budweiser?
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Well, it seems like speculation was right. Yesterday I speculated that a viral tweet from a woman in Florida who claimed to be a liquor store owner, saying that her reps, or I guess her distributors, were having a major issue moving Bud Light and that many liquor store owners were straight up banning Bud Light from their stores in general. We speculated that there was probably some merit to the claim and that it wasn't just some random viral political post. And it turns out that that speculation was in fact
And we were drinking Coors on Easter's, bro.
Busch affiliate
Pacifico, Corona, and Coors.
Putting it into the public record that nobody is buying Bud Light. In fact, he's claiming that it's gotten so bad that his personal financial situation is now compromised because of Bud Light's actions. The Bud Light fiasco and the subsequent fallout continues to get even worse than you might have expected. Bud Light got woke and is going broke. Although, to be honest, the unfortunate reality is that Bud Light's not going broke. Rather, people are probably going to lose their jobs or lose their income. Regular folk have to face the consequences. We got some stuff to get into. Let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so we got this tweet right over here from Chuck Colesto, who found this clip. Anheuser-Busch affiliate, whose primary sales is Bud Light, says no one is buying the product, and when this happens, he can't feed his family. Quote, "They don't know their clientele. Thanks, Anheuser-Busch."
I work for an affiliate company. I am a merchandiser, and the sole product of the company I work for is Anheuser-Busch products. So with all this canceling going on, I've never seen such little sales in this past few days on these products. And it's sad because people don't buy this beer, I don't make money, and I can't feed my family. So it's kind of heartbreaking, I guess, that Anheuser-Busch did what they did. They don't know their clientele, so it's kind of heartbreaking. Thanks, Anheuser-Busch. I may not be able to feed my family.
Hey, I mean, that's just how it goes, bro. A company wants to support something, and something that's kind of like nuance, right? And people don't like it, or traditional folks, and they did it to one of the most oldest brands in America, right? Like Budweiser, dog, has been around since the 1800s. I think it's safe to say where like the regular Budweiser drinkers stand, right, on the gay rights and all that stuff, yeah, dude, like I almost feel like maybe it was planned and to get rid of Budweiser, right? Because Anheuser-Busch is I think a Dutch company, right? And and they're interested in pushing their beers, right? Their Dutch beers in America, and I mean, yeah, maybe Budweiser's not being sold, but there's all these other beers there, right? It's like, if I remember, there's Hoegaarden, Rolling Rock, I think they're partnered with Modelo. I'm not sure. Right, and then plus all their other European beers. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. This could have been a calculated thing on their part. Like, yeah, let's just fuck it. Let's include them. Gay people will drink our beers, which I guess is not the case. We should probably also compare it to like how the sales in California are now compared to the sales in Florida, right? You know, this is just one part of the world or one part of the United States where you know, the lollygagging isn't gonna be supported or whatnot. You know, I mean, Florida's a pretty red. It's a swing state, but it's pretty red, right?
Coming up here soon.
Now again, you could play devil's advocate, and there's some leftists in the comment section who are claiming that the post lacks credibility. How do we even know that he's really a Bud Light affiliate or salesperson? Which, okay, sure, it's possible, but really that's just leftist copium. I'm pretty sure the guy's serious. There's also these kinds of responses, which I might as well highlight as I'm talking about responses to the video. I hope he gets fired. Let's see how he feeds his family then. He doesn't get paid to give his commentary on their corporate decisions. He's about to go through some things. The typical compassionate leftist. He doesn't get paid.
These are producers'
The typical compassionate leftist. That's exactly what you kind of see. You know what I mean? Like, we have it all bad, and then you say, well, not really, you have a pretty good life. Oh, how dare you judge my life? And they get all crazy. You know what I mean? There was like I think one, oh man, I forget. It was after the trans boy or trans man, right? 30, I think it was like 28 years old. Shoots up the elementary school, right? And there's people protesting about it, and all these trans women, right, getting in this dude's face, bro, and this dude's just like holding his composure, talking to the news reporter and whatnot, and the news reporter's like, how can you stay so composed in front of, and he's just like, yeah, like looking at him and talking, and the trans woman fucking mollywops the guy, bro, like oh man. It was fucking crazy, bro. But yeah, dude, like it's like you're supposed to be the peaceful people, right? Like, you guys use the rainbow for your flag, right? You know what I mean? Like, and they're reacting to violence or getting real confrontational, you know what I mean? And it's like I don't know, like, it's just kind of like, it's kind of gross to watch, to be honest, you know what I mean? Oh, I muted it.
Based on corporate decisions and the possible fallout from that activism, which is exactly what's happening. I personally believe this is probably an authentic video. You know, this is actually giving me a totally different perspective on the whole get woke, go broke thing. In the past, we viewed it as, man, screw this woke company, let them go broke. But this is the first time really that we see the faces of the people who are gonna have to deal with that fallout, with the negative impacts of these decisions. Regular people who are working their 9 to 5 trying to feed their families are the ones who get wrecked by these corporate decisions. Generally what happens with the whole get woke, go broke thing, these big major corporations aren't going to go under and go bankrupt, but what does happen is that people get fired or layoffs occur, departments get closed, and regular people end up facing the consequence. You know, again, I'm failing to see the benefit. The entire phenomenon has been a total mystery to me, completely confusing. Where is the benefit for a company like Gillette to get woke and adopt a radical feminist message, a men-hating message, when their entire client base is men? I mean, men are the ones who shave. Where is the positive ROI there? Where is the calculation? I did not know that. The same thing with Bud Light. I don't know that. That's actually kind of dumb for Gillette, right? Like, why would you put an anti-man message when men are the ones that buy? You actually push your line to men, you know? And I mean, my wife shaves every day.
she doesn't buy Gillette. She buys like the women stuff, right? You know what I mean? Like, I think it's like the Chic Quattro or whatever the fuck. I don't know. But she doesn't buy Gillette. She buys the girl stuff, right? Her razor is pink. I maybe should go check the brand. You know what I mean? But it's pink. You know what I mean? And at me personally, like, I don't really shave much. I got the Philips Norelco, right? So I just like, once it's kind of overgrown, I just see where I'm at, and then I just like literally like carve out the hair from it, you know, because I still want the scruff, you know what I mean? I didn't shave all the way, and my wife's like, no, don't do that ever again. But yeah, that is extremely dumb on Gillette's part to do an anti-men campaign. Like, dude, men fund your company. Weird. I don't know why these companies do this. There's definitely agenda happening. Like growing up, it wasn't cool being a dude, right? Like you were you would get scared to like, don't talk to this girl, because if you talk to her the wrong way, you might get in trouble, right? So like rejection was even more scary. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like. So it's like, I feel like there's been this huge anti-men thing going on that I kind of was affected, you know what I mean? And like people like Andrew Tate, I'm not saying Andrew Tate is great and all, but he has like these good messages that are convoluted with his other messages, you know what I mean? But of having a home, having a wife, having kids, you know what I mean? Hopefully, playing your role as a man, playing your role as a woman, you know what I mean? Like, dude, my wife loves being a stay-at-home wife, you know what I mean? I love being able to provide. When I was poor and struggling, I remember, it's unfair, go work half and half, that's the way it should be, you know? And now I fucking got the hustle on. Fucking follow me at Gerb, or go to gerbgear.com, get your merchandise, you know? It's good. It feels great. You know, I want to do more. I want to now leave inheritance and whatnot for my children and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel good being able to complete my role. You know, and I feel good being able to provide so my woman can do her role. You know, but now it's like they don't want us to have, like, they want everyone to be equal, right? And like women are get jobs and whatnot and have careers, which is great. You should, especially in parts where women excel at, you know, and not better than men or excel more than men or whatnot, but just can do the job as good of or not better than men. You know what I mean? Because obviously there's these trades like that women, honestly, like I just see, it's weird seeing women out there. You know what I mean? Like at a construction site. Cool, you know, don't get me wrong, there's things that the woman can do, I'm sure, you know what I mean, but it almost, it's I think she would probably do better as an architect, you know what I mean, like not as a construction grunt worker. Like, leave that to the brutes, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying there isn't women that are brutes, but like as a female, I feel like women are just a little more you know what I mean? Have a higher standard. You're a gal. You know what I mean? You're a lady. You know, you're not a dude spitting. My ladies, I'll tell you, my daughter, no, don't spit. Girls don't spit. You know? So it's like, you know, I don't want to make it a sexist thing or whatnot, but it's just like, it just looks weird as seeing a woman, like, it looks better when the woman's wearing the white hat. You know what I'm saying? It just does. Simply does.
Are these marketing agencies seeing something that I'm not? I really don't think so. I think it's just a cultural trend that has become so incredibly pervasive and powerful, especially in places like marketing firms. Companies feel like they don't have a choice. They have to bend the knee to the radical woke mob. They have to appease the radical leftist political faction, almost like paying off the mafia. They have to take the financial hit to protect themselves from possibly being canceled. You know, guys like the salesman from earlier, his financial well-being is just a price that must be paid to pay off the leftist mafia. That's honestly what it feels like paying your tribute or paying protection money to the leftist mob. There cannot possibly be any other logical conclusion are reality to these situations. Or maybe I'm not smart or creative enough to be able to actually see what these companies are getting, because all I'm seeing is brutal boycott and fallout. Here's another example. Clydesdale's canceled. Local Budweiser distributor cancels upcoming showings. This week's scheduled Budweiser Clydesdale appearances have been canceled according to a statement from Anheuser-Busch. Local Budweiser distributor Will Fisher Distributing decided to cancel all of the Springfield Clydesdale showings, citing safety concerns for their employees. Now, for those of you guys who are confused, Budweiser and Bud Light, same company, the parent company being Anheuser-Busch. They also own Busch and Busch Light and Natural Light, and honestly, probably much more. But they've been forced to cancel now multiple Budweiser events. Again, where's the positive ROI?
But for the safety concerns of their employees? Is it because the people will lash out at them and complain at them and no way, dude. Like, yeah, probably, right? Like, because in my head, I'm like, well, like, just the people that want to go there will go there. But then I'm like, well, what people will go there, right? And it's just like, brother, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like darn tootin', you know? Like, it ain't right what's going on here. Right, Billy Bob? Tell 'em. Yeah, so like I guess, you know, I almost feel like it's like almost like a targeted attack to get rid of Budweiser, right? You know what I mean? Like, and start pushing their other brands, their European brands, their European beers. Like I said, when Anheuser-Busch bought Budweiser, the recipe was changed. That wasn't the same. You know what I mean? I remember I loved drinking Budweiser. Now it wasn't like so much as good. You know what I mean? But then I moved on to Modelo and one. I remember the homie from the hood. Shout out to the homie Rebel. He's all like, "Hey, Darwin, bro, I drank a whole case of Modelo's last night and I'm fucking perfect way. Homie, is that why people drink Modelo's?" I'm like, well, it's just considered a better beer. It's smoother, and then it doesn't fucking beat you up the next day, you know. And like he was a big on Budweiser, not Budweiser, Bud Light. You know, he's a big Bud Light drinker. Him and his whole hood, Bud Light. You know, and I think now he's a Modelo guy, right? But yeah, because we were working at a place together, and he's all like, "Bro, I feel great today, homie. I drank a whole case last night, and nothing way. I feel perfect." So yeah. But I always feel like it was like I don't know. I feel like it's a plot. It's a bigger scheme to get rid of Budweiser, right? I mean, again, like I said, it's been bought out. But Budweiser isn't an American brand no more. You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of boycotting, I think, when it first happened, right? So much so that they had to put American flags on the Budweiser cans, right? So people could start buying them again. And remember, it's American beer, you know? So
Hey, is it a good thing as a company to do something so divisive, so extreme, to take such a political stance when it means massive profit losses, fallout, a ruining of relationship with your customers, hurting your salespeople's ability to make a living, and also putting you in a position forcing you to have to cancel events due to safety concerns for distributors' employees? But of course, the fallout continues even beyond there. You know, when you make a decision like Anheuser-Busch did, you also put your brand relationships in some trouble. You know, they've made a decision. They're going the route of Dylan Mulvaney, and that comes with the consequence of losing other brand ambassadors who don't want to be under that same umbrella.
Like Kid Rock. Like Kid Rock, motherfucker. Kid Rock said, I ain't having it. I ain't having it.
Dropping all Anheuser-Busch beers from his tour as backlash continues after
Travis
Bud Light
Tritt
signed up ambassadors who don't want to be under that same umbrella. We're now seeing country star Travis Tritt dropping all Anheuser-Busch beers from his tour as backlash continues after Bud Light signed up trans activist Dylan Mulvaney. Country music star Travis Tritt has become the latest celebrity.
Oh, is that
to
what it
blast
is? So I guess Anheuser-Busch signed a trans activist or sponsored a trans activist.
Anheuser-Busch for working with trans activist Dylan Mulvaney on a Bud Light promotion. His decision to remove all of the products from his tour bus comes after fellow singer Kid Rock angrily shot at several cases of Bud Light. You know, it's really a conscious decision. At this point, you're taking a decision in a cultural battle. You're taking a side. It's an us or them situation. And these companies are deciding that they want to be on the side of Dylan Mulvaney. And apparently that's important to their company's future. If that is the decision that they think is best, then go on right ahead. I guess we'll have to see where it leads. I personally find the whole thing fake. I find it plastic. I find it's encouraging a very unfortunate internet trend. I find it creates this very perverse incentive to buy into these leftist trends, let's call them, for endless internet clout, attention, and now even paid sponsorships. That's why I find this whole Dylan Mulvaney thing very, well, let's just use the same term, unfortunate. Oh, and by the way, speaking of Dylan Mulvaney and paid sponsorships, Nike Women just partnered with Dylan Mulvaney and they released this paid sponsorship ad drop.
So that's Dylan Mulvaney. Team Nike. Feel you all. Feel your all.
The whole thing just feels inauthentic. It feels like a real slap in the face to your average consumer. These companies want to marry themselves to the cultural woke movement, and I think consumers are going to respond accordingly. I don't think the issue is that consumers are transphobic bigots. I think women consumers who want to buy Nike Women products, not in all cases, but in many cases, just want female sports gear to be advertised as basic female sports gear and not with an overt cultural political message. And regular dudes who just want to drink a Bud Light after work, again, just want a beer. They don't want a beer with a side serving of Dylan Mulvaney's face.
Look, I'm gonna just be honest, bro. Like, this is cheap. It looks cheap. It's they found a brand ambassador that has a big following and is doing that. You know what I mean? I think they do that with a lot of people, but I guess this guy's getting a lot of clout or whatever, a lot of recognition. And if I was Nike and this is how someone was promoting my stuff, it just looks cheap. You know what I mean? Like, I think even Nintendo holds their brand ambassadors to a higher standard. You know what I'm saying? Like, they actually do commercials and whatnot. Like, at least like when I seen Beat 'em Ups when he was like, his commercials were pretty dope, right? For like Nintendo, right? So this just like doing the leggings, the high knees, running around, running backwards, as and in the backyard. It just kind of looks cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see the function of the leggings, perfect. You know what I'm saying? But it just, again, it looks cheap. But then that's like, that's just what's going on right now with entertainment, social media and whatnot. Like, I think I remember seeing a video with either Ice Cube or Snoop Dogg and he's all like, what do you see like in today's times? And this, like, he's all like, yeah, people don't care about a budget. People don't care about a budget, right? At least for music videos and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, like I said, I'm from the old days, right? Like 90s and stuff like that, where like certain commercials, I'd be like, yeah, and then be like, Dad, come, Dad, come, I want that, right? You know what I mean? So like just seeing this as an ad or whatever, it just seems cheap again. But again, this person has hella eyes on them, so it's almost like a no-brainer for Nike to sponsor them. You know what I mean? Especially because that community ideally is huge, right? Like, you would think it's fucking massive, at least on the internet. You know what I mean? Where like they can get people canceled and stuff like that. So they're like, yeah, dude, fucking, it's a huge. I wonder how the sales did for Nike.
I don't know, just an idea. Get woke, go broke. That's what I got for you guys on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you on the next one.
Cool. I reacted to this. Gonna subscribe. Show some love. But yeah, guys, don't fall for the bullshit. Always question everything you hear. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's just like the number one thing as being an American. You know what I'm saying? Question what you hear. You know, have a debate or whatever. Don't be in an echo chamber. You know what I mean? You don't want to surround yourself with people that have the same views as you and are always gonna regurgitate. like my wife's called me out on this, right? Like where I'm like, oh, this is going on and fucking unfair, right? And she's all like, well, maybe you should not fucking do that. And I'm like, pick my side, even if I'm wrong. And she's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And it kind of pisses me off, but she's right. You know what I mean? We shouldn't be in echo chambers and where it's like you're just getting all this stuff. Yeah, you're right, even when you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not right. I think humans have evolved just because we've people decided not to be in an echo chamber and have risked their lives to try to prove something that is new, that goes against the grain, right? Like was it I forget who exactly, Copernicus, I think, who was burned at the stake for saying the earth is not the center of the universe. We actually revolve around the sun. And they burned that motherfucker, bro. How dare you? So yeah, I'm out. Peace out. Stay ready. Like and subscribe if you liked it.